Welcome back to the Big Brave Show, brought to you by the Peace Jam Foundation and 1 Billion Acts of Peace. And today we're going to talk about more of the projects that have been submitted to 1billionactsofpeace.org.
Every year we pick the very best projects, and this year we have 12 incredible nominees. In today's show, we're going to share 4 final nominees with you. First category is the Best Up-and-Coming Peacemaker, and we have 2 tremendous projects, Wheels of Hope Rising Foundation and YWise, Young Women Inspiring Social Engagement.
Hero Award Nominee for Best Up-and-Coming Peacemaker, Wheels of Hope Rising Foundation. Unsafe water and lack of sanitation are responsible for a global health crisis. Dysentery and diarrhea kill over 2,000 children every day. In 2015, 58 million people living in Nigeria lacked access to clean water and 130 million lacked access to basic sanitation. An estimated 99% of households in Lagos, Nigeria, a city with a population of 21 million people, are not connected to sewers. Wheels for Hope Rising Foundation was founded in Lagos, Nigeria in 2008 with a mission of addressing the health crisis for young children living in rural and urban Nigeria. In addition to distributing 19,000 books to schools, vaccinating 3,500 people, and hosting 2,650 education seminars, the Wheels for Hope Rising Foundation has just launched the Good Toilet, Good Health pilot project, which provides safe water and sanitation systems to vulnerable youth in Nigeria. By providing toilets and clean drinking water at one local school, they have dramatically reduced the outbreak of disease for these children and their families. Over the next 18 months, they will expand the project to 10 more schools and over 1,500 children in southwestern Nigeria. Hero Award Nominee for Up-and-Coming Peacemaker, YWise, Young Women Inspiring Social Engagement. South Africa has the highest rate of fetal alcohol disorders in the world. 20% of the population have fetal alcohol-related disorders that impact cognitive, nervous system, and overall functioning. Fetal alcohol syndrome is 100% preventable through educating women, challenging social norms, and addressing the underlying issues of alcohol and drug use. In response to this crisis, a group of young activists with Fruit Nation, a local youth organization, created Young Women Inspiring Social Engagement, or YWise, to educate at-risk women in Cape Town's most vulnerable communities. After gathering data about the high number of unplanned pregnancies, the effects of alcohol abuse during pregnancy, and the epidemic of depression among young women, YWise created a life skills program for at-risk teenage girls. In 2016, YWise launched a social media campaign on Mother's Day, The Power of Choice, to challenge the social norms that govern sexuality and alcohol abuse among teens in Cape Town. Since its launch last year, YWise now has 46 active members who participate in programs that address self-esteem, academics, sex education, and leadership, so they can serve as role models for thousands of other young women in their own community.
And I'm just swept away by how great these projects are.
Our final 2 nominees for Best Entrepreneurial Act. First, Riot Games, and second, The Ocean Cleanup. Check it out.
Hero Award Nominee for Best Business Act, Riot Games. 92% of young people have witnessed online bullying and 17% have been targeted. Racist, sexist, and homophobic language is rampant online. Hate speech has overtaken many corners of the internet. Suicides caused by online bullying are on the rise, and the toxic atmosphere on the internet impacts the lives of the majority of young people in the world today. Riot Games, the creator of the popular computer game League of Legends, attracts 27 million players each day. The company witnessed this rise in racism, hate speech, and online abuse, and they decided to hire a team of researchers to study the problem. Researchers studied interactions between users and reviewed thousands of chat logs. Then, they created an algorithm to show players in real time when they had made abusive remarks. Reports of verbal abuse among their 27 million daily users dropped immediately by 40%. Incidents of homophobia, sexism, and racism are now down to 2%, and more than 90% of the players who have been punished have never committed another hate speech offense. Riot Games has created a powerful new tool to counter racism and hate online, a model that can now be used by other companies and organizations as they attempt to tackle this worldwide problem. Hero Award nominee for Best Business Act, the Ocean Cleanup. Enough plastic is thrown away each year to circle the Earth 4 times. Over 5 trillion pieces of plastic litter and other contaminants accumulate in giant floating garbage patches, each the size of a small country. 1 million seabirds and 100,000 marine mammals are killed annually from plastic in our oceans. Without drastic intervention to clean up the Earth's major bodies of water, our oceans are in jeopardy. The Ocean Cleanup Project, founded in 2013 by 18-year-old Boyan Slat of the Netherlands, is currently developing advanced technologies to rid the oceans of plastic. The Ocean Cleanup relies on natural ocean currents to catch and concentrate the debris and requires no external energy source. In 2016, the Ocean Cleanup deployed a 100-meter-long barrier segment in the North Sea. It's the first time that the barrier design has been put to the test in open waters, and it was successful. After this test, a full-scale model should be ready by the end of 2017. One large passive system could remove about half the Great Pacific garbage patch in just 10 years. This project is one of the largest attempts at ocean cleanup in human history.
What you need to do now is vote. It'll make you feel...
Yes, now's the time to vote. We've seen all 12 nominees. Vote, vote, vote. And you can vote up until May 16th. On May 17th, we will decide the final winner and announce it to the world.
See you next week and get just as blown away as we are.
Oh, and subscribe.
Subscribe!